Hey guys, another quick follow-up video to the one I just posted a short time ago. I guess kind of an alternate view, and again, I have a little bit of a conflict with where things are going to go in terms of the Elliott wave analysis for tomorrow. And again, I have a feeling because of that, the news is going to be a mixed bag. So for instance, like I said in the last video, if they decide to leave rates unchanged as what's expected, then I think there would be some immediate weakness in the dollar. But then the more important thing is going to hinge on the news, on the statement and the press conference that comes out alongside the actual rate announcement. Now, if for some reason they do cut rates, also like I said, if they do raise rates, like I said, then I think we'd see an immediate rally in the dollar. But I'm going to go on the assumption that there will be no hike this meeting, the general underlying feeling is that they're not going to do it this time, but they're still going to do it at least once before the year is over, and that will end up being a net positive for the dollar. So, but just in case, here's kind of an alternate view. So let's see. So we already looked at the U.S. Canadian, and again, I'm back here on the 1 hour chart, and this is a correction. This is sloppy and choppy and overlapping waves. There's no doubt this is a corrective move to me. So, and it's the ranges are getting smaller and smaller on these candles as we go up here. So, and again, if you go out to the longer term time frame, say to the 4 hour, 6 hour, to me this looks like a wave 4, although this is a very steep angle. So like I said, so the alternate on this is that this will kind of drift higher, and going into FOMC, this will continue just to kind of move sideways or drift higher. The news will come out negative. The statement will be negative, and we'll see an immediate decline in the U.S. Canadian. On the U.S. Swiss, again, my first video I said it looked like it was going to finish a 5-wave pattern and then continue up. That it would finish this pattern to the downside, and then it would continue up. Now here I am out on the weekly chart. I'll take this off. So on the weekly chart, we held this trend line right here. We've had these lower highs, and we're basically trading inside of this channel right here. And so the distance to the bottom end of this channel, again, from where it is right now, is let's see, it's about 260 pips to the bottom of this channel. So again, the question is, where does this go? Do we just we sell down to the bottom of this channel on negative news, and then at some point it'll turn around and go back up, or what? You really can't count waves inside of a overlapping like this, but there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this completes 5 down, so on the weekly, I can see a scenario on the U.S. Swiss that this is just going to continue way down, down to here. The U.S. yen. I suppose you could see that, we get a correction. We'll break this upper trend line during the day tomorrow. We'll get a correction back up, and then the news comes out and it turns down again, as opposed to this being an ending diagonal, and then we shoot to the upside. So that's a possibility. And on the euro dollar, again, I was looking before that this is an ABC that's completing, and it would go down if the dollar rallies. This also could be more suggestive of it comes down, tags this trend line that you see on the daily chart, and bounces and continues back up. And so anyway, so those are just kind of some alternate views. And so it gets back to what I said. I think it's going to be a mixed bag, and I think that there's going to be there's going to be some volatility and some conflict between what the actual rate decision is and what the news, what the statements say, and the Elliott wave patterns bear that out. That it's may not be a straight, easily predictable one based on some conflicts in the patterns. So again, like I said before, I'm not recommending any trades. I'm going to look at this again tomorrow morning during the mid London session, and I'll see where everything's at then. Then I'll make decisions about whether I'm going to take any pending orders, since like I said, I won't be in front of the computer at that time. But just want to give you an alternate view and say that, hey, that this could potentially go either way. I'm going to need some more time and clarity on these pairs before I make any calls. But right now, as I sit here, it's not exactly clear. So anyways, guys, that's it. Hope you have a good night. And like I said, there is a lot of other really good news coming out that I will be looking at after the U.S. dollar stuff settles down. Tomorrow night you have New Zealand dollar GDP, and that could be very important. The Kiwi has been on a tear lately, although it's been down since the end of last week. So, and we'll see what the U.S. dollar news does to that. You have Canadian Governor Paula's speaking. Although I don't think we'll probably see too much from what he's going to be talking about, but we'll see. And then the other big news tomorrow night is Aussie dollar employment numbers and rates. And then we also have monetary policy statement from the yen. We don't know the time for that one yet. And then early Thursday morning New York time, you have the Swissy news. I'm probably not going to be up for this 3:30 in the morning. I'm probably just going to let that one go. If I'm in any positions with the Swiss, I will dollar. I'll shore them up at that point. So, and then Thursday morning we have the British pound bank rate and bank rate votes and monetary policy summary, which again, 1 week ahead of Brexit. I'm not sure how much this is going to make any difference, especially if they don't change their vote and there's nothing really unexpected. This may be a non-event, again, especially with Brexit looming a week away. And that's obviously much more earth-shattering than this is going to be. Normally, yes, this would be very important, but nothing is going to be as big for the pound as Brexit. So, and then followed up by U.S. CPI, and these are very important numbers. We'll see how it shakes out with FOMC in the rearview mirror. But anyway, so that's more than I was going to say on this video. But so still a lot more to come this week, and stay tuned. But obviously tomorrow is the big event for the week, and I'm sure it's not going to disappoint with fireworks. And just hopefully, if you're going to trade it, you're on the right side of it. So thanks, guys. Great night.